Okay, welcome in. I'm now going to continue my 32 and 32 series. I've covered basically half the league right now, doing the 16 teams, and normally you would think that the top 16 teams would make the postseason, but because one was Western and one was Eastern, this is a bit of an exception. So the Washington Capitals, in the previous video that I uploaded, they finished 17th overall, but they got the second wildcard spot in the East, and despite the fact that the St. Louis Blues finished 16th in the league, they actually missed the playoffs for the second year in a row. So this past season, they finished with a record of 43, 33, and 6 for 92 points, which is very respectable. But unfortunately, they were out of the playoffs towards the end of the season. They trailed Vegas by 6 points by the time the season ended. So unfortunately, there's no chance of St. Louis making the playoffs, which is strange because this team normally makes the postseason, it seems like every single year, and now this is 2 years in a row where there hasn't been any postseason action in the state of Missouri. So as always, I'm just going to go through the contracts and see who's still a free agent, and if teams or players have signed with other teams. This is kind of going to be like a free agent tracker as well. Then I will certainly try to cover that as well. So starting with Sammy Blais, a guy who seems like he's flipped between the St. Louis Blues and the Rangers a handful of times, but he is a free agent as we speak. This past season was this 1 year deal. Scott Perunovich, he is also a free agent, but I'm not 100% certain if he's an RFA or UFA. I'm looking at 2 or 3 different lists whenever I upload these videos, so I'm doing the best that I can with what little information I can provide for the internet. Marco Scandella's contract did expire. I think he had like a 3 or 4 year contract up until this past season, and the end of his contract has expired. He is definitely a UFA, so if he decides he wants to sign elsewhere, he is more than welcome to. He is a good veteran defenseman. Yes, he's 33, 34 years old, so he's definitely not in the prime of his career, but he can definitely be very effective, to say the least. Nikita Alexandrov, his contract also did expire. I'm pretty sure he's an RFA, so therefore St. Louis has to sign him unless they decide to trade him away. Nathan Walker's contract did expire this past season, but he has re-signed on a 2-year, $775,000 contract. Still more money than I'll ever see in my life. Kasperi Kapanen, he's going to be a UFA. He is still yet to sign or re-sign with St. Louis. Matt Kessel, not 100% certain if he has any relation to Phil, but his contract did expire this past season, but he has signed a 2-year, $800,000 contract, so he's guaranteed to be a St. Louis Blue for this upcoming season and possibly the next one. And Oscar Sundqvist, this guy, I think he was drafted by St. Louis, and then he got traded away. You can see he's wearing his Detroit Red Wings uniform. This is from the 2022-23 campaign, and then he got traded back to St. Louis, and now he signed a 2-year deal with a team that he won a cup with back in 2019. We will take a look at the goaltending situation. I'm pretty sure both these goalies are under this upcoming season's contract. Joseph Hofer, I believe is how you pronounce his name, is coming into the last year of his rookie deal, while Jordan Bennington still has 3 years left to go in his contract. All right, that takes care of the St. Louis Blues recap. As I continue this 32 and 32 recap from the past season and looking at free agents as well. As always, if you're new to this channel and you like this type of content, feel free to hit the sub button. I'd be very grateful and very appreciative. Until next time, take care.